Welcome home. Hey there, good morning. So this morning I am on site on the east side of Charlotte with my awesome buyer client, Raissa Yang, and we're about to go do her final walkthrough, and then she's going to head on to her closing this morning. So just wanted to invite you guys to come along and take a look.
Kitchen.
Yeah. So it looks good.
Yeah.
And they left the picnic table. I know you were hoping.
Yes, the picnic table. Oh my gosh, it's great.
Let's go check out your yard. But how cool, you've got the fire pit and you've got a place to sit down and eat with friends and chill. And what are the plans for the backyard? Any idea?
Yes, we definitely want to do a lot of barbecues. Probably, well, socially distanced barbecues at this point.
Yeah.
And then I think a lot of my friends recommended we get like water slide-ish things and fun stuff for the summer.
Well, I mean, you do have a little bit of a slope. You totally could do that. I could definitely see
yeah.
some water action going on there.
Exactly.
That would be fun.
So it will definitely be very fun.
And then you've got raised veggie beds, and it looks like you actually have vegetables.
I know.
So
I saw that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get into gardening. I was never done it before, so.
Awesome. And they left you the umbrella.
I know, I was very excited about that. I want to see like how, like what shape it's in.
I know, that would be a question.
Right? Looks good though. I'm Raissa Yang. I work at Red Ventures as a digital marketing analyst, and I've been living in Charlotte for the past 2 years.
Nice. So how was it working with Shannon?
It was great. I really enjoyed working with her. I think one of the best parts is that she made me feel extremely comfortable as a first-time home buyer. I never felt pressured, and honestly, I don't think I would have bought this house and been able to make that really big decision if I hadn't felt so confident being with her.
And then as a first-time home buyer, what was like the fear that you had prior to working with Shannon?
I think I was just very nervous about the whole process. It's a lot of money. I think the most I'd ever spent on something was maybe like a flight to Europe, which is significantly less than a mortgage. So I was very nervous about like how big of a financial decision it was, but then also just making a bad choice and then regretting it in the future.
What was the process like? All the different steps? How was that process?
It wasn't bad at all, honestly. Shannon and her team really helped me get through it and answered all my questions. I had a lot of them and they were very patient. There was never a question that was too small or dumb, so it made the entire process really easy and seamless. So it wasn't that bad. It's a lot of paperwork, but beyond that, it's very feasible. Way more than I thought it would be.
What do you think about the commute?
So it's actually going to be about the same commute. I currently live in South End, and so from this place to my workplace and from my old apartment to my workplace, it's almost identical. The perks of this location is it's very quiet, it's really peaceful, which I really like. There's a lot more privacy. Also, this area is a lot closer to a lot of different ethnic foods that I really like. So I'm half Brazilian and half Taiwanese, and the Asian grocery store is a lot closer to me now, as is the Brazilian grocery store. So in many ways, I think I'm definitely benefiting from moving.
Because you've seen different homes and things like that, what was about this place that as soon as you got here, you're like, yo, this is it? What was the one thing?
It was actually as I was driving into the neighborhood, I remember as soon as I got out of the car, before I even like stepped foot into the house, I told Shannon, I was like, this land and this area is insane. It's so much space, so many trees. It's not something that I was used to seeing in Charlotte, where homes are a little bit more close to each other and there's not as much privacy. So that was what really, I was like, if I don't buy this house, we need to look for another house on the street. And then I came into the house and loved it. It was like the right size for me, really like basically move-in ready. So all the things just came together.
And so moving forward, what are your plans in the future for the place?
I want to update it a little bit, maybe get new countertops, paint the walls, something colorful, and then maybe just upgrade some random things here and there.
Any plans to keep it long term?
Yeah.
Future investment opportunities? What are you thinking?
Yes, I definitely want to keep it very long term. I saw this as much more of like a financial investment than necessarily like my dream home that I'm going to live in for the rest of my life. I'm excited to live here, but probably eventually I'll move out and rent it out. So.
Any final words of working with Shannon before we?
No, just wanted to say thank you to Shannon for being so patient with me and for making this home buying experience honestly so great. I would do it all over again.
Like, because I know some we looked at were nicer than others, but I'm just curious what that kind of part of the experience was like for you.
I think that's the part that I will miss the most. I really liked going into a lot of different houses and exploring. It's really fun to get to go to a new place and sit there and be like, can I see myself living here? I really enjoyed it. I knew generally what I wanted, but it was really helpful being with Shannon because she pointed out a lot of things that I didn't think of because she's like, has real estate that she rents out and has just been doing this for so long. She was able to give me advice on like this bedroom could be a second bedroom, or you could convert this room into a bedroom, or this isn't being maintained well. So a lot of things that like I would just not have ever noticed, she called out, which made it, it's kind of like when you go and do like a tour someplace with a guide versus by yourself, you just like see so much more and you learn so much more. So that was what that experience was like.
One was the fact that we're in such a hot seller's market, and I don't know what the story was, but this one was on the market a couple weeks. I think they had started out overpricing it, so it kind of fell off the radar, I think, for a lot of people. And then we came in and we looked at it, and you didn't make a decision at that point. We still kept looking. We were looking at other houses, and then we just kind of kept circling back to this one. And then when we did get this one, we got it under the asking price in what is solidly a seller's market. You are closing with equity in the house. Your appraisal came in higher than what you're buying the house for. And we also wound up getting some money towards your closing costs thanks to some repairs that were needed. So in a very strong seller's market, I feel like we knocked this one out of the ballpark.
This has been such a good experience, honestly.